Howdy howdy. I have decided to do a video blog of my recovery from a shoulder reco to getting back on stage in 2016. So I had my first shoulder reco 2 months ago. You can see some of the scarring there. It's not much at all. Had my 2-week check-in with the surgeon 2 days ago. Today's Friday, that was on Wednesday. He was very happy with the progress. Did find out that the physio from the hospital gave me the incorrect exercises to do, so there could potentially be some damage there. I'm hoping not. One of the exercises he was having me do was external rotation, which is apparently a big no-no for what I've been doing, so I've obviously stopped that now. And yeah, we'll know more when I go back in another month, so hopefully there's no extra damage there. Fingers crossed. It's been a tough couple of weeks, a lot harder than I would have imagined. There's not a lot that I actually can do myself. I've had Karen here, being an absolute legend, doing virtually everything for me, from putting my socks and shoes on to cutting my food up for me, driving me around, waking up at 4:30 a.m. when I've got to get to work, when normally she'd be able to sleep, and she may have been up with the kids all night. So can't thank her enough. I don't know how people who are single do this. Also had my mum up here for a week, which was amazing, helping us out. It's been pretty hard without her also. Karen's having to do everything for me. I mean, she's also been doing my work for me. I can't really type, and I do a lot of work online, obviously with our online programs. So I've had to dictate to Karen, and she's had some very, very late nights with me, staying up doing that. It's yeah, I feel a bit sorry for her, but I can't thank her enough. And thanks to you too, Mum, for all your help. As I said, like, biggest thing that's driving me at the moment is not only obviously getting back on stage. I was a bit premature and thought maybe next year I'll be able to get back on stage. Recovery from this injury is about 12 months, which would take me up to September next year, which is when that comp would be. So, I mean, I'm in this sling for 6 weeks, so another 4 weeks. It's then 8 weeks before I can run. I did ask the surgeon though, I can walk, obviously, and I can get on the exercise bike, but other than that, I'm not allowed to do any exercises. No squats, no cross trainer, no nothing really. I've got to try and keep it as still as I can. It doesn't help when Charlotte, my little 1-year-old, jumps on my shoulder when I'm laying down, but anyway. So I was on painkillers, I was on endone, Finac, which is also a swelling anti-inflammatory. What else was I on? Endone, and paracetamol. So I really didn't have that much pain after the surgery, which was very surprising. I got off the endone after about 2 or 3 days, and I stopped taking paracetamol. I've still got probably over half my paracetamol left, so that was awesome. Surgeon said if you don't need to take it, don't take it, so I stopped taking that after about a week or so, and except for tonight when Charlotte jumped on me, I popped 2 and it's feeling pretty good now. But other than that, I've been virtually pain-free. The worst thing for me has been my elbow, just from being stuck in that position for so long. My elbow's been the most frustrating, I guess, annoying and irritating part of everything. Yeah, so obviously jumping back on stage, I said, was a big thing. Wanting to play football again which was probably the main reason I got the surgery done. I still could have competed, I still did compete with the dodgy shoulder, but playing sport, it was out of the question. So that, and obviously being able to pick up the kids again, it's been quite frustrating. Trying to hold Lucas or Charlotte on one Shoulder, I can't really pick Caitlin up at all. And if I do, or I hold them for too long, it gets sore. So that's been a bit frustrating. I think it's been hard for them as well, with me not being able to pick them up. I'm feeling quite agitated, not being able to train. I feel quite flat. I feel as though I'm wasting away. We were having a shower the other day, and Karen told me that after grabbing my shoulder that I'm going to have to start from scratch. So that was nice, babe. But she's pretty much right. I will pretty much have to start from scratch again. But I honestly am more motivated than I have been in a long time to get on stage. Not just get back on stage, but get back on stage looking better than ever. You know, it's going to be... From when I can train, I'll have about 18 months. So I think I'll be able to start training properly again in 6 months' time. And then I'll have about another 18 months then until I jump back on stage. So it gives me a lot of time to build some muscle and bring a much better package to stage. I'll start doing these blogs a little bit more frequently. I did do one last week, but a bit of a long story there. So, you know, if you're interested at all in what's going on, or if you want to follow my progress, you know, from being a man who can't do a single thing for himself to, you know, getting back on the footy field, jumping back on stage, and feel free to follow along. Otherwise, just ignore my weekly or fortnightly videos. Thanks, guys. See ya.